What's up, everybody? So it's been about a week using iOS 18 beta 1, and I just kind of wanted to share my experience using this early update. Just kind of let you know if you should update now or wait until like the public beta releases or another more stable update actually comes out, because this is all pretty fresh for everybody. So I want to kind of get started with just talking about some of the new features that I really like. And I'm going to start off with the home screen here, since I have this up. So you can see that I was able to customize my icons so that way they're black and white looking here. And this actually looks really clean. And there's no icons that's here. I have a widget that's right here. And so I didn't have to use icons to try to stack this up just to get that widget to be up top. So finally, Apple late to the party, but glad that they have finally fixed this whole thing. So now if you want to edit something, let's start over here since I have more icons here. This should be easier for you all to see. You can just simply rest your finger somewhere in a blank space and then tap edit. And now you can tap customize. And the way that I have mine set here is set to tinted, and you can actually change the colors here. So if you want the tint to be something different, you can change those and play around to get a color that you like. I personally have been having mine just set to black and white. I think this looks nice and clean here. So the other way that looks nice, I've seen a lot of people having it, is with dark, and I think that this looks pretty cool too. And this is nice because, as you know, if you were customizing your icons previously using a shortcuts app, you couldn't tell if you had any kind of a notification from an app. So now you can finally see that. So this is nice. I think it's simple. I think it works nice and easy. And I am glad that Apple has continued to improve upon customizing the iPhone, because, yeah, that's one of the funnest things about the device. The next thing that I actually customized was the lock screen. And so as you can see here, I went ahead and made this bottom shortcut here. I want to say that was the camera before, but now I set mine to just open up YouTube because, you know, I love YouTube. But that's the #1 app that I use the most. And so I know I could have set that here on this action button, but I kind of just prefer for it to be right here. And so anyways, the same way that you customize the home screen, you can rest your finger here and hit customize. And then just tap lock screen, and now you're going to notice on these bottom pieces now that you have a minus button, so you can go ahead and get rid of that shortcut and you can add this. So I'll show you in a future video exactly the steps to make any app your shortcut right here, but it's really super easy. But just kind of want to do a quick video right now to kind of show you all some of the features that are my favorite ones, and this is another one here. And so yeah, I like how Apple is kind of taking a look at areas that they need to continue improving upon and actually making it happen. So the lock screen customization is a welcome addition as well. Something else that I really like is the ability to send a message later. This is one of the best reasons to use like Google Messages, and I'm glad that Apple finally brought that here. So if you do want to schedule a message to send later, once you open up a message that you have to a person, just tap the plus icon. And if you don't see it on this first list, you can swipe up or you can tap more, and then you'll just scroll down until you see it. It's right here. If you ever want to edit this, you don't have to keep send later down here. This is what we're going to use to do it, but you can just kind of hold down on it and you'll feel like the haptic feedback, and just pull it up. Just drag up here, and you can bring it all the way up here. So you can just kind of put this here, wherever you want it to be. I'm going to put mine right there, but when you tap it, you can now go ahead and put something here. Well, I'm gonna put testing, and then you can send it. The nice thing is you can edit it if you just tap edit, so you can edit the time or just change it completely. And so I think it works really nice. And so you can set this pretty decently out. Like I'm going all the way out to if you set something for next year, man, that is thinking way ahead. But I do like that you can send a message ahead. That is some forward thinking. I'm scheduling this for your next birthday on your current birthday. So, but anyways, I do like this feature. I think that's really nice to have. The next thing is the message effects. Now, I have noticed that this is not currently working for everybody, so you can try sending this, but in my experience, sending this to somebody who does not have the iOS 18 update, they can't actually see it. You'll see it on your screen, but they will not see this kind of effects on theirs just yet. So the send later works now, message effects, unless they're on the beta, or, you know, then they are not going to be able to see that one right now. So just be mindful of that. When it comes to the Photos app, I do like the redesign of it. I do think that it is going to take some time to kind of get used to it, because I'm so used to the way that the Photos app has been. But I do think that this looks really cool. I like how it just kind of switches through your photos that you have in your album. This is just a huge collection of some of my favorite anime wallpapers that I just like to hoard. But anyways, I think that this design is really cool, but I would be preparing for that learning curve when it comes to the Photos app. Something else that I actually like, because I do love that design. I think it's just I'm so used to the way it was, so small learning curve there. But one of my favorite features with the Notes app is I really do like being able to, so if you open up your Notes app and you want to record something, you tap this little paper clip and then you just tap record audio, and we'll do a test right here. Testing 1 2 3, and you can see it right there. So looks pretty small there. So you can tap that little button there and you can see the text of whatever you say during that recording. So I think that's pretty cool. And then you can just quickly hit play, but this kind of just keeps everything all in line within one note. So I actually do like that feature as well. When it comes to battery life, it has been medium. I think I'm used to really good battery life, so I would say it definitely has been dying a lot faster than usual. So that is something to be aware of in case you actually do decide to try this out. The eye tracking that I did test, let me see, can I find eye tracking? I think that was in accessibility, I believe. And here we go. So I did try out the eye tracking, and I only tried it for just a little bit. But what I can tell you is, one, I remember thinking, is this how my iPhone sees me? Because if so, man, I look crazy to my iPhone. But number two, I do think that it is amazing that you can control your phone by just looking at it. When you first turn it on, it's going to want to go through like a setup process to kind of get it. So right now, I'm actually going to be following the dot with my eyes, and I'm actually looking at the blue. And I'm continuing to look at the purple. So you just keep your eyes there, and it's going to basically just get it set up to see you. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna show you all exactly how this is right now. This is crazy that you can control the phone without touching the actual display. So let's see. All right, let's see. I'm about to look real crazy. All right, so now I'm gonna I'm looking at accessibility. See it, it's like, you have to, like, when you look at something, really. So I'm holding still on accessibility. Nope. I'm about to I turned it off. How's that helping me now if I can't touch the screen? So I was doing this, let me hit cancel. Oh, actually I have to use my eyes to hit cancel, let's see. As you guys can see, this thing definitely needs work. Like, what do you see in iPhone? Like, how cross-eyed do I look, bro? Oh, you turn off. I'm gonna hit yes. Let's see. So I think it's cool. It definitely worked better before when I wasn't like on video. This is like, you go to the mechanic, hey, something's wrong with my car. Mechanic's like, it looks fine to me. You're like, I'm telling you, I know it's doing something. Now I look crazy. But actually, when I tried the eye tracking before, I was outdoors and it worked really, not like perfect, but it definitely worked a whole lot better than that test run just now. So my thoughts on this is, it's great that they're trying to find ways to help people who need this kind of feature to be enabled. I think it's great that it is inclusive of that. I think Apple does pay a lot of attention to see how can we help other people who need some extra help with being able to use their devices. And I think it's great that they're even trying to push, you know, progress in this area. So definitely not perfect, but it is exciting to see that this is an option that's going to be available, and I do see it getting better because, again, this is a new feature and it's beta 1 of a beta testing, so it's not supposed to work really perfect just yet. So I am excited to see how that one goes. One thing that I do like is when it comes to music haptics. That's another thing that I've been checking out. You can tell if you're playing a song and it does not have it available, it's not going to show. So even on your lock screen, because I have mine turned on. It doesn't give an option right here. But now let's say I go to a different song. I think this might have it. Let me turn this down because I don't know if YouTube is gonna try to. There we go. So when you hit this button, can you see that right there? When you tap that button, I can actually feel the song as it plays. Like I can feel haptics on the back of the device as it's actually playing this song. So whenever you see that icon, once you turn it on, then that's actually pretty cool to be able to just kind of feel your phone vibrating as you listen to songs. I think it's just another way of Apple saying, your experience with apps are going to be better on the iPhone. Even with just the music player, like you can feel the beats, and it's just another sensation that's going to be something that's pretty cool whenever you're using Apple Music. So I do think that that's a pretty neat feature. I wasn't even thinking of something like that being added to the smartphone. So anyways, I just kind of wanted to go over quickly some of my favorite features from iOS 18 and kind of let you know if I recommend that you actually install this update. And I think after just using it for 1 week, in my opinion, I actually do not recommend that you update to this beta testing. And that's partly because I have seen a few bugs here and there. For me, it's been a mostly good experience. I'd say it's been 80%, 80 to 90% normal behavior with some hiccups here and there. But my sister, she loved to do the beta testing with me as well, and her experience has not been as good. And so with that being said, as just me having some issues here and there and her having kind of a pretty bad experience on her 14 Pro Max, basically results are going to vary when it comes to you using the beta one. So I think it's probably best if you wait until they release the next update, or at least go ahead and release the public beta software, because there's just so many bugs right now. And if you use your device and you're putting this on your main device, like I have, then depending on what you're using your phone for, especially if you use it for work, you're not going to want to have those kind of issues and bugs. You're going to need your phone to work for you. So I would hold out if I were you. Of course, if you don't care about bugs and you just want to try it, like me, then go for it. But just make sure that you update your phone first. Otherwise, I do recommend that you just kind of wait just a little bit longer, at least for the public beta to be released. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.